Why, hello, Vortex. So lovely to see that you haven't killed yourself yet. You're so cynical. Hey man, a lot of people have committed suicide, so I wouldn't be surprised if the vortex... I'm kidding. I think it's impossible for the vortex to commit suicide. Can vortexes do that? Can vortexes get suicidal? I'm sure they wish they could. I'm sure they wish they had human capabilities. Well, since humans are like voluntarily turning themselves into robots, maybe it will be possible in the near future for the vortex to do human things like slit their wrists, you know? If the vortex had wrists, the vortex would slit them. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I know that my humor is very, very dark. It's like sex-trafficking tunnel dark, but I can't help it. I read a bunch of stuff that's really terrible that isn't being talked about in the mainstream. Now, I've been thinking a lot about the media, and I think that the main reason why I hate the media so much, it isn't just because of the stuff that they talk about, it's because of the stuff that they don't talk about, okay? Like, in the mainstream, you never see stories that are truly grotesque and horrific, that are actually true stories, you know? Those are in the local news. And I mean, it's all bullshit, but it's like, anytime that you really hope that it's fake news, it's always a child abuse story, you know, and it's like, that was 100% accurate. Because I always fact check all this stuff. And by fact check, I don't mean go on Snopes, okay? It's stupid that people think that Snopes is reliable. Just the fact that they have a site called Fact Check. Oh my god. Yeah, so I was just thinking about like how full of shit everybody is and how that's really depressing to think about. But, you know, there's a lot of really good stuff going on that the media is not going to report. Like I just said, like, so you got good stuff going on, you got bad stuff going on. The media's not going to report it because the media's there to sell you a particular narrative of what's actually happening in reality. But there are protests going on all over the world over these lockdowns and mandatory medicine. I'm sure it's really great medicine if they're forcing it. I mean, I can't even get mad about it anymore. I just can't. That's not true. That's not true. You spent so many of these car rides just yelling, like the whole way to and from work. You're just raging. Yeah. It's true. It's true. She's right. I'm kidding. He's right. I am in a rage a lot of the time. But then I'm laughing about it, and I'm laughing at myself for being in that rage. So I can poke fun at us, okay? We're a little ridiculous. Because whenever you get angry, they win. Whenever you get angry, you're being controlled. The best way to say fuck you is to laugh about it. Because then you've turned it into a joke, which it already is anyway. But it's like you're being creative. You're not playing the victim. And I mean, I'm the kind of person that, you know, I really have a heart for actual victims that never get talked about in the media, by the way. Like, I read about this little girl. I think I told y'all about this. I might have, I might not have. But I read about this little girl who got her throat slit by her mother while her older sister watched through the peephole. And of course, as much as they pretend that Black Lives Matter, they never talked about her on CNN. They never talked about her in Washington Post or the New York Times or the LA Times or Washington Examiner or the Atlantic or any of these other reliable sources, as Brian Stelter would say. The default title of the mainstream media should be, "You can trust us, promise." We know what we're talking about. And maybe you should start your own media company. Well, see, that's the thing. I mean, I just talk a bunch of shit. I just speculate. That's all I do. I'm just a spectator. I'm a spectator. I'm a speculator. I'm an analyst, okay? Shit. So I thought it was a cop. Gotta be careful these days. I'm not wearing my mask in my own vehicle. It's not at that point yet, but who knows? Who knows? I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to get Governor Bill Lee out of here because he won't mandate masks. Probably because all the places where they've mandated them, like California, the cases have gone up. See, this conflicts with their narrative. They don't... Oh, shit. Drive faster, drive faster, drive faster. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm finally going the speed limit. But I like this truck being behind me though, because I don't have to turn my light on. Thank you, truck. You have no idea that you're doing me a favor. I pray that you have a blessed life. Thank you so much. But yeah, man, I find it hard to believe that wearing a piece of fabric on your face is going to do anything, especially considering the fact that the virus can like be contracted in your eyeballs and your ear holes. There are plenty of other crevices where the virus could waft itself inside of. So I feel like it's obvious that they're just saying do this, do that, and then they change their mind, 3 days later, and then they change their mind again, 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 and we're supposed to just trust these pieces of shit. I mean, I get that if it's a really bad thing that's killing people, we should take it seriously. I wash my hands. I wear my mask when I'm told to wear my mask, at my jobs, because I have to. But it's like, the people that are like stressing that this is so serious, that they're not even like following their own protocol, I mean, it's something I've noticed though. I mean, virus aside, like nobody follows their own protocol because the majority of the time protocol is bullshit. I know this because I've worked in enough places where the rules don't make any sense. Best way to break the rules is to bend them. Democrats have been doing it for decades. Finally that levee's gonna break. Well, I wanted to let you guys know that it is official. I am off the Trump train. That doesn't mean that I can't see that there are like positive qualities about him, or that he's done some good things for the American people, such as wake certain people up to the bullshit, okay? But I look at his intentions behind the whole thing, and I just don't trust him, man. I don't trust him. He's too narcissistic. But being off the Trump train's rough, because when you're on the Trump train, you feel like, you know, there's some hope. You know, like there's somebody. Finally, there's somebody who's different that we can kind of sort of put our faith in, you know? And I know that Trump supporters that have liked my channels previously, they're probably going to get upset by this. Sorry, man. I'm too open-minded for you. I can't stay on one thing anyway. Who knows? I might get back on the Trump train. But every train that is devoted to a person, place, or thing is bound to derail, okay? That's why it's stupid to have faith in people, places, and things. I mean, so many people have thought foolishly that this kind of thing couldn't happen to America because America's too free. Ha! That's the lie. That's the scam. This is the most controlled country in the entire world. The people that live here are so dumb. Are you kidding me? I mean, granted, we have more freedom here. Like, oh, okay, we can dress the way that we want to dress. We can walk around freely, or at least we could. We can't really anymore in certain areas now. But it's like they're trying to change all that. I don't think that people get it. But yeah, man. I'm just walking around this train track all lonely and shit. Cause I don't drink anymore, so I just got this empty flask. It's been like 9.5 years since I've touched a drop of alcohol. And I don't even want to drink, but I really like want to be crazy. And I know that if I drink, that's the way to bring it out. Like, I read that like somebody in New York this is so funny, man, and I know I shouldn't be laughing about this, but I think it's hilarious. Somebody like hit one of Governor Cuomo's associates, like somebody that works for Governor Cuomo. Is that you say Cuomo? How about homo? I think that sounds better. Yeah, that does sound better. I'd actually agree with that more. But you know, I don't want to get called Cuomophobic. That's hilarious, dude. You need to write that down. Well, it's on video, so we actually don't. I have so much brilliant stuff that I've written in so many notebooks, and like, I mean, it'll just take me way too long. It'll take me way too long to put all that shit together. It's like I look at it, it's like some giant project, and every single time I'm like, I can't do it, you know? It's too much. I'm overwhelmed. But yeah. So, yeah, apparently somebody that works for him got hit over the head with a cinder block. I mean, it's gonna get like that, man. I mean, these pieces of shit, I see blue lights. You'll see them in a second. These pieces of shit are like destroying the livelihoods of so many Americans, preventing these small businesses from being able to open while you got Home Depot, the Walmart, the Target, McDonald's, Burger King. You got all these corporations open. I mean, if this isn't obvious, like what's happening, they're trying to destroy the heart of America. The heart of America, you know, small businesses. You know, there are plenty of immigrants that come to this country because of the hope that they mistakenly see in America. Here we go. You see them? Okay. I don't know if you could pinpoint how many cops that was, but it was 5 cops. You had a truck, an SUV, multiple SUVs, a truck, regular ass cop car. It's just retarded. See what I mean? I wonder what they're doing. I wonder who they're going after. They probably just want to get in another lane, you know? I'm just checking to see what's going on, you know? I don't want to get caught red-handed. Well, technically, I'm not supposed to be shooting the video. I mean, like if you're not allowed to hold a phone, you're probably not allowed to hold a video camera. Because it's a handheld device, technically. But, you know, we're living dangerously, like I said. Okay, so he just turned around and went back on the interstate. Okay, you can go. But yeah, y'all. Homophobic. That is so clever, dude. Thank you, Lord. Okay, look. I just want you to see this. Somebody likes that movie a little too much. I haven't even seen it. It just looked like a piece of crap. And I'm not just talking about the god-awful new edition version of it. I'm talking about the Kevin Bacon version of it. I mean, all these movies are just crap. Okay, so I was thinking about this earlier. They have been putting out all these movies that are like these crap superhero movies. Like, for the most part, they're crap superhero movies. Every once in a while, you know, you'll get a good one. You know, like, it's always going to be directed by Christopher Nolan. But, yeah, you got crap superhero movies for the adults. And then you have these, like, really brilliant, deep, profound Pixar movies for children that are trying to educate us about our reality. Isn't that funny? It's almost like they're purposely infantilizing society. Because children aren't forced to wear masks unless they're on an airplane, but they're trying to force adults to wear masks. So it's like they don't think that adults can make decisions for themselves, you know? But children are allowed to, you know, change their gender and shit. I'm sure that won't be the only thing they're allowed to change. You know, I'm sure the kids that are like as old as 3 years old will be able to like legally emancipate from their parents and be owned by the government. You know, they'll probably make that some sort of legal option in the near future. I would not be the slightest bit surprised, folks. Just the way that things are going. And you can say that I'm fucking crazy for that. Go right ahead, man. Keep saying these things. So many things that I've predicted have happened. And that's what's so funny is that like people that get called conspiracy theorists, like they predict a lot of stuff and it happens. And you know, some people are humble enough to admit, okay, maybe this person that I called crazy was right about a lot of stuff. I think that's really, really hard. And it's not just because, like, oh, you're admitting that you're wrong about things. It's like, just admitting that, like, reality is not what you thought it was. Like, I mean, I think that that's true on a lot of levels with a lot of different things. Because there's so many ways that they're fucking us, y'all. Unapologetically fucked, as Stanhope would say. Do I have my shoes? I have my shoes. That's good. I love having my shoes. I hate walking around without shoes. It sucks. It sucks being shoeless. Speaking of Dane Cook. Ooh, Dane Cook is funny. I wonder if he's put out anything. No, probably not. He's an actual comedian, so it seems like the only people putting stuff out are, you know, fake comedians. Let me tell you something. If you have a special on Netflix, you are not a comedian, okay? You're working for the communist overlords. So, even if you might have been funny in your career at some point, it's like, you're not allowed to live up to your potential, you know? That's what it does to art. So you're saying a smidgen of what you want to say, but at least you got paid, right? At least you got paid to sell out. At least you got paid to not give a fuck about all the stuff you pretend to give a fuck about. I don't have any respect for people on Netflix. No respect at all. Especially considering the fact that they're pushing pedophilia. I mean, they've really been doing that. It's been, like, in all the symbolism, but people don't want to see it because it's too horrific. I mean, it's one of those things that nobody wants to talk about, and because nobody wants to talk about it, it gets swept under the rug, more kids get raped, and who gives a fuck, right? Let's talk about climate change. I'm not saying climate change doesn't exist. I'm probably one of the few conservative people, libertarian, whatever you want to call it, that actually believes that, you know, the ways that we live, the selfish things that we do are harming the planet, you know? Who would have thought that human beings could destroy shit, you know? But I just don't think that, you know, centralized power and mass government overreach is the way to solve these problems, folks. It's obviously not. Anyway, I'm late again, so I'm gonna go, but I hope you guys enjoyed my food for thought, my buffet, my buffet of thoughts. Oh, here are my CDs. That's exciting. I have Fela Kuti. And I have this amazing African compilation. It's like my favorite thing in the world. This is probably my favorite African CD that I own. It's so cool too.
Like, I was just attracted to it based off of the cover. And this is the back. Isn't that cool? It's pretty cool. I think it's awesome. You don't have to think it's awesome, because I think it's awesome enough for the both of us. Okay, Vortex? I don't need you to agree with me. But yeah, I really want to go back to a record store before they're all gone. Get some more African music. But yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Goodbye.